Well, this is taking a while.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Worth it?
We'll find out.
I don't know. Hopefully.
What if that guy comes back here and he's like,
It's been an hour.
it's the weekend.
You gotta go.
I'm clocking out. I'm clocking out, guys. Hey, you're not that guy, pal. I'm clocking out.
That's what he said. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know you're clocking out?
Yeah.
I contacted them. They said 6 p.m.
Didn't you look at the schedule on the thing before you came in? All right, what are we griping about, Nick?
What are we griped about?
What are we griping about right now?
So you might see that we're in a new place. Looks really good.
So we built this studio inside of Nick's. I'm turning that off.
Yeah.
We built the studio inside of Nick's apartment, and
yeah,
we got
this
some
is
rules.
actually so you see where my TV is when you watch the previous episode. This is actually in our bedroom. This is in the corner of the bedroom. It's it was a work in progress. We've been working on it for about a month or so, but works out good. You know, we got high ceilings in here, so it works out.
Are your ceilings this high? End of the thing?
Yeah, I think so. These look
I
like
think
they're
they
about
are.
17 feet. Yeah,
That's
so
nuts.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Back here, I don't know because if it's facing the camera, if you can't see it with its weird shape, but we got a good boy back there.
It's a good boy.
We got a good boy back there.
I think you can tell what it looks like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, we got room to
Oh
move.
yeah, there you go.
So what we got going on here is new location, temporary, permanent, who knows? Podcast, temporary, permanent, who knows? You never know. But we've gone through a lot to just to get this all set up. We set up in the room next door. The guy who was running it said, "Hey, we're shutting it down." As soon as we were 5 minutes away from starting,
Yeah.
so we moved everything over here.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, this is open later, but there's still expensive ass shit in here. So
Yeah. So this is our clubhouse, my clubhouse. And there's a library, there's a main area obviously where there's a bunch of sitting area, and then this is like the game room. Behind the camera there's a pool table and a shuffleboard table. There's like a PlayStation and this TV right here. And there's an external door to the outside of the building that I guess this place is open till 11, and then the whole entire clubhouse is open till 4 on weekends and then 6 on weekdays. I don't really understand that, but yeah, we were setting up. It was 3:50 or 3:55, and we were going to hit R at 4:10. Yeah, it was the time frame. We had like 10-15 minutes left, and then this dude that works here came over and was like, "Nope, guys, I'm clocking out. It's closed. We're
literally
closed before."
did this.
Yeah, he did the whole get the fuck out.
Cut.
Very nice guy, whatever, but still unfortunate. Pissed me off. But then I quickly realized we have this room. Thankfully,
Yeah.
we didn't have to go all the way back to the apartment.
And the tea kettle went.
Yep. Yeah, it was saved a little bit. You know, we saved ourselves, which is good because this still looks good. I think this is awesome.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah,
Definitely cool. So, real quick, episode number 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Episode number 1, 2. Do you remember your 12th birthday?
No.
No. Do you remember your 10th birthday?
No.
Really?
I don't remember a lot of my birthdays.
Oh, shit.
I remember my 6th birthday because I turned 6 on the Disney cruise.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so like I remember that kind of. I mean, I feel like that's probably manufactured memories a bit, but
Manufactured by who?
like I talk to my family and like I'm like, this happened, and they're like, yeah, this happened. I don't remember it, like actually like that much, but
didn't we go over that podcast episode 1?
I think we talked about dreams and I think maybe some memory bullshit there.
Like manufactured memory, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Blake Stone. Blake Stone told me your brain fills in a lot of information that your eyes are not picking up or your ears aren't picking up.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a crazy thought.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine,
fills in the gaps, yeah.
Yeah, it fills in the gaps is what he said. Imagine your brain's picking up like 25% of everything. I'm sorry. Your eyes are picking up 25% of everything and your brain's filling in 75%.
I don't think it's that much. Dude. Like, I don't know. When I'm thinking about peripheral vision and stuff like this and kind of moving quick, yeah, your brain obviously processes shit that probably doesn't look the way that you think it looked at the time, like when you're moving quick, but 25% that you actually are seeing, and then your brain is just like, yep, I'm doing the rest. That seems like a lot.
Picture this, though. Picture this. Ready? Close your eyes.
Okay.
All that you and I are floating souls, right? And we use these mouths to talk and shit. Everything else is like what I see in a simulation, and you might see something totally different in a simulation.
So, I mean, it's not crazy. It's pretty interesting. There's a thing in video games that always kind of boggled me a little bit. It was like in your video game or whatever that you're playing on your computer or Xbox, it's like I saw a example of this. I don't really know how to explain it that great, but like wherever you're looking is being rendered. Like obviously if you're in an open world game, wherever your FOV is, your field of view, that's being rendered by your computer, your Xbox,
right?
And
console.
You can see it. But anything behind you is not being rendered because you don't need to render that.
There's no need, yeah.
So like obviously there's still shit happening in the world, obviously the video game world that could be happening behind you, but it's not rendering it for you. So it's like there was a clip, it's old as fuck, and it showed like a 3D view of maybe like a character on like a hill, and it was showing like their FOV, and it was just rendering as they were looking. That's like cool. A cone. And I was like, shit, I never thought of that. And then it kind of moved into the whole like, we might live in a simulation and what's behind me? Yeah, you see what's behind me and I see what's behind you. You know, it's weird to think like that. I don't know. It's fucking...
It's not really far from, being possible, I feel.
No, definitely not. I mean, we can't prove that we're not in a simulation.
You're right. I mean, do we feel sensation? Yeah. So, but I think at some point VR will kind of imitate that too.
Yeah. I mean, it's already imitating audio visual. Yeah. It's just got to imitate physical kind of touch and smell.
Like Shrek 4D. That's very realistic.
What, at Universal?
Yeah.
I've never done that. It's always right in the entrance right there. And I'm like, maybe one day.
Is it because it's so close to the entrance?
I don't know.
What if it was further back or in the middle? Would you then ride it?
Honestly, maybe.
I think that would make sense.
You'd think that since it's in the beginning, I'd want to do it, but it's like, I got to get past Shrek to do everything I want to do.
It's too easy of a ride to get to.
I mean, I've been in that line many times for Halloween Horror Nights because they always have a house there where you're always in that line going back and forth.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's usually a really good house right in the beginning right there. And it's always a long line.
Very cool.
So. And I'm like, yeah, maybe Shrek would be cool to do. I think Michaela's done it, and she said it was okay. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Shrek's pretty good. But hey, before we go forward, if you're listening to this podcast, I started my stopwatch late. You're about 6 or 7 minutes in. I want you to, if you're driving, pull the fuck over, and I want you to like this video. If you're watching it from your phone and you're not driving, just like this video. It's right below. Don't hit this thing.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Don't hit that. You want to hit this thing. You want the thumb to be up, all right?
And then the subscribe button if you want to see when we post new ones, which doesn't happen because I don't edit these. So
no, we got one coming out
this week.
Soon.
Just a couple days. A couple days. A couple days. Should be, at least.
So we got one coming out soon. That one's the one following the Blake Stone episode. It's hard. I think it's kind of hard to follow a guest the next episode.
Yeah. And this next one was I was wearing a Lightning jersey. I did that again. You were wearing the fucking
the onesie?
The crocodile onesie.
I saw that before we came over here.
Yeah, that's what you were wearing. I don't really remember anything about that episode.
That's the peak about the episode.
So you don't think it was that good of an episode? I don't remember anything about it, so
I'm not gonna shit on it, but I mean the podcasts that I listen to, there are good episodes and there's great episodes. So I would say that the episode after Blake, the one's coming out next, is a good episode.
Blake's was a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Blake's definitely was a great episode. The one that comes after that is going to be a good episode, but it can't always be a banger.
It could be a sleeper. Yeah, exactly.
It can't always be a banger. Yeah. I mean, there's sometimes tracks that come out on the album that are skippable.
They never intended to be. Yeah, exactly.
Don't skip it though. Listen to it. Get a couple minutes in, 40 or 30 minutes in. You're like, all right, maybe. If
you don't like it, skip it. We already have 8, 9 out, so like there's a lot out you can listen to. Just don't listen to one.
You don't have to. Don't one.
Yeah, episode 1.
We're
on
doing
the balcony.
This. We're just like looking away from each other, like
on the balcony.
Yeah, I think so. Right? Yeah.
The way we're talking, we were just like.
Yeah. So
I mean, we still do that, but like we were like this the whole time. We were just like, I'd look at you and be like, yeah. So like, what do you think about dreaming? And you'd be like, well, And then 10 minutes later, you're just like, yeah, so I've been dreaming.
Come back.
And you're like, yeah. So
then I come back.
It was our first time. The setup was dope. I think the setup was sick, but the execution we were new, whatever.
How do we have captured the actual sunset on that? That would have been cool.
Yeah, we gotta I got to figure out a way to do that, but because I'd love to do that again, like come winter time, but when it's cooler. But I don't know.
Yeah. But also, lastly, if you are subscribed, hit that bell
to be notified.
Yeah, you want to get notified. You want to get notified if you receive a dropping from the lords of the YouTube or the Spotify.
That was your phone.
Speaking of bell, we can't have these phones near, so get that shit out of here.
Yeah. I did hear that. That was loud. That was loud.
When the phones get near, that's how your Easter episodes get ruined.
Yep. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That would have been good.
Hit the bell.
We had 6 people in one episode, and it just...
But that was too many people for...
We weren't ready.
That's like if we shared a mic.
Yeah.
It would be easier if we shared a mic, but having that many people...
Well, because we know how to use it.
Right, yeah.
Do it handheld. Handheld's the best way to do... Actually, handheld might be better for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for somebody to hold something and put it right up to their mouth instead of... Because then people are going to talk like this.
Because it's a talking stick, really.
Which exactly. That's actually kind of better. That's not a bad idea if we ever want to do that. Yeah. Just use both of them. They're all handheld. Mm-hmm. We just pass them around.
I had a friend of mine. He said, dude, the episode was really good, but I don't understand why you guys were holding the microphones.
Was that Blake?
What was that all about? I said, dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. I think it was the stand or the shock mount, but I forgot something.
You forgot the shock mount, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't something that we always do. Check out the other ones before that or after that.
I fucking loved the whole handheld bullshit.
I told him you did too.
I think it was great, dude. I was having a blast. Just, I don't know. It was cool. I think it was cool.
It was neat.
It made it more casual and more like we didn't really, I don't know. The stands take up a lot of room. Not these, but the table stands.
Mm.
And I don't know. We were kind of cramped for room there on the table. So I think it was good that we were kind of holding them.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to do that every now and then. These don't look that great handheld. They're not meant to be handheld, but it was
not
fun.
At all.
They're really not, but
they're so big, dude.
Yeah.
They're larger than these.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
They're definitely larger than those.
But it was cool. I think that episode ended up being really good. So
that was a good episode.
I enjoyed it.
So big announcement, huge announcement. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm doing I'm doing keto. Yeah, doing my low carb, high fat diet.
That's a big announcement.
Big announcement. Ready? Streamers or confetti. Streamers and confetti.
Yeah.
Boom.
Doing keto.
So because most of the alcohol on the market is high in sugar, so that it can have alcohol content. It easily knocks you out of ketosis, which is when your body is in the state of burning fat for fuel. So I drink once a week, maybe twice at the most.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
My tolerance has gone down, but when I drink, I go really fast. I get up there really quick. But
that's good, though.
Yeah, I kind of come down quickly, too.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I'm sure it's the same kind of way. Like, you come up quick, you come down quick. But that's good.
Yeah.
It's always the thing when... you're in high school, people make fun of people for being like lightweights. But when you grow up, everyone wants to be a lightweight.
Yeah.
Because you want to save money.
Yeah.
Who wants to drink 7 drinks to like feel a really good buzz? If I could drink 2 drinks to feel a good buzz, fuck yeah. And then you just sip on a drink to kind of keep it. You save money. You save calories. You save health. Everything is good, dude. The whole lightweight thing is it's a sham. If you're a lightweight, good. Stay that way.
Yeah.
Don't binge drink. Don't ruin that. I ruined it. I'm not a lightweight. I'm getting better, but I'm still not a lightweight.
Yeah,
Sucks.
I think that makes sense. I mean, I remember being called a lightweight when I was younger. My sister would make fun of me.
Yeah.
There was one instance when I was younger. I had a couple instances where I was just like, dude, I'm at the age where I can make decisions on my own, so I want to start drinking more. Yeah. I was hanging out at my my aunt and uncle's house. We were up in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, my cousin, she's probably maybe a year and a half, 2 years older than me, I asked her for some alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure she gave me some flavored vodka.
Oh.
But it was one of those things where I was proving to her I was not a kid anymore.
Oh, nice.
I had the bottle and I was like,
oh,
just a sip. I'm like, oh, I'm really feeling it. Honestly, she might have given me just some Mike's Hard. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, well, I mean, hey.
It was,
that's a big difference, but I guess from flavored vodka, but
thinking back to it, I don't know what I was holding. It was glass, but it was not strong. But for some reason, I was pretending. Dude,
That
I was pretending
it was fucking you up?
I was fucking. Yeah, I was getting fucked up.
Then maybe it wasn't vodka, because vodka would have fucked you up, dude.
For sure.
Big
Being
time.
10 or 11 or 12.
Especially flavored vodka, which definitely wouldn't have been as strong, obviously, like tasting wise, but
yeah.
that shit's still at least 35%, something like that. Mike's Hard is like these back in the day, you know?
Weak sauce.
Well, I mean, we're drinking the same thing as Mike's Hard.
But
these are just better tasting.
And less calories.
And, much less.
Sponsored by White Claw.
And Kona Island Seltzer.
Yeah, and Kona. I think the big reason I did that is because that was the first trip I went up there where I had a girlfriend.
Oh.
So I think it was more like 14.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was kind of maturing a little bit more. And I just wanted to prove that I wasn't the youngster that they used to know.
That you were a badass, dude.
Yeah.
You can handle your liqueur.
Dude, such a badass. Yeah, you know.
Just wish I knew what it was. So, because if it was vodka, then hey, got big balls.
Right.
And if it was Mike's Hard, then where are your balls?
Well, I think the reason I think it was such a large alcohol container is because my little hands were small. So I would just hold it like this. But it could have been just
you were double fisting one container?
Yeah.
Oh,
could have been just
Lord.
something small.
That's a 14-year-old right there, dude.
So I would just take a few sips and I'm like, whoa, I'm really feeling this.
Did they believe you?
She did, yeah. We probably hung out for like 30 or 45 minutes at most.
Mm.
And then I was like, all right, time to go to bed because I'm so drunk. See you later.
Oh, there you go.
But no, I don't think anything happened out of that.
Okay.
I don't think anything happened from that drink.
And was that the first time you ever drank? Or just like the first time, I guess, with somebody you know or family or whatever?
The first time I planned on drinking was right around then.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I drank,
mm-hmm.
I was on a family reunion. And we were up in Ohio, and they would rent out this super primitive campsite where it was basically just a bunch of room, no electrical, no water.
Okay, so just empty land, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We would camp in these campers and these tents. And I remember, you ever played Minecraft?
Of course I have.
You know when
Many years.
You know when your food level gets low and you start taking health?
Yep.
I was there as like a 6-year-old. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm not playing Minecraft. I'm playing IRL.
Real life.
I'm playing real life. I'm like, I'm going to die of thirst. I'm running around. I'm trying to figure out what I can drink.
Yeah.
And I don't remember why I couldn't get actual water, but I find a can. And I was so short that it was a gazebo pavilion made of tin and actual wood and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a railing probably about this high. I was so short. I remember running up and grabbing this can, and it was gray and black. And I go,
oh, God. What was it?
I'm pretty sure it was leftovers of a Coors.
Oh!
And it was warm, too.
Warm Coors, dude.
And I'm like,
fuck that, dude.
Everywhere. It was the worst.
You said you were like 6?
Maybe 5. I really actually remember that. Yeah. And then I was very mad. I was very upset because why would my family leave that out for me to drink?
I know. Well, they didn't do that obviously on purpose, but it was within reach, which is not good. So
no, they set me up.
They set you up.
They set me up. They hid all the water. They hid every water, and they're like, "Hey, let's feed him crackers.
Let's leave." So his mouth is dry as fuck. He's got to go drink our. Maybe there were cigarette butts in that chorus, dude. They were just using it as an ashtray.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
Now, that goes back to the brain filling in the memory where there could have been cigarette butts. I doubt there was.
Yeah.
I would have known if there was a particle that fell into my mouth. I was going to say,
that's something that you would have probably remembered.
Yeah.
Something that didn't have to be manufactured because it was in your brain for the rest of your life. But,
yeah.
But still, warm beer at age 5 or 6, when all you want is water. Or juice, I guess. You want juice or water at that point?
I want juice.
What do you want? Water?
Water,
You're
man.
5 or 6, dude. You want anything that tastes good.
Anything
Juice
that tastes better than that Coors.
Cigarette butts. Yeah, I've never done something like that, thankfully.
What was your first experience, like consuming alcohol, and then can you think of a time where you were like, I'm drinking?
I can't. So I do have a good story about the first time I got super wasted. I don't have. I don't think I remember the time I first drank alcohol in general. I just don't. I have some memories, which then again, these might be fake memories or like somewhat manufactured, but
Not
I
real.
somewhat remember like my mom or dad letting me have like a Mike's Hard at like parties that we would go to, like family parties.
Yeah.
And I was young, so like, but one drink is not a big deal, and I'd have one and that's it. So those are probably maybe the first times I drank. But then in high school, junior year, I didn't drink much in high school at all. Obviously, junior year was. I have these two friends. You met one of them, Francisco. He lives down the street. Shout out to you, Frank. You don't watch these.
Down the street?
From where Mark lives, yeah. Right down the street.
Who's Mark?
For the engagement party. Mark.
Yeah, I got pretty hungry there. So
Yeah, it's fine.
Mark.
But,
I remember Mark, yeah.
Frank and John used to live here in Florida, so bring it back. Yeah, go ahead.
Frank doesn't watch these?
No, I don't think he did. I think he watched one of them.
Frank doesn't listen to these?
I don't think so.
Frank doesn't open these contents?
I don't think so, dude.
Contents, my boy. Dude.
Frank, what the fuck, dude?
Frank,
I've known you for 16, 17 years.
there are 6 people, one excluding me, 7 people, but now 6 because excluding me, that should be watching these podcasts. What the heck? All right, if you are a friend of Frank, minus Nick, minus Michaela, you gotta call him out. Come on, dude. Even if you don't like it, put it on in the background, turn the volume to 0, and put it up
That's
in
true.
the background for some support. Come on,
and
dude.
watch and up our view count, baby.
By 1.
But we'll keep refreshing the page on YouTube and shit, whatever.
We don't do that. What?
I mean, no. But
We're not fudging it. Do you do that?
No. I mean, obviously there's probably a few on there of me keep like going to look to maybe see if there's comments and shit, but
yeah.
I don't do that obviously to up the views or anything. But yeah, so at Frank's house, I skipped school in junior year. They're already graduated at this point. And I skip school, I go to Frank's house. We start drinking and like jumping in the pool and shit and playing like with a volleyball and stuff. And we're drinking apple schnapps, if I remember correctly, like just on ice and doing flips and shit in the pool. I have not eaten a single thing. I have not drank any water.
Just like now, too.
Well, I mean, like I drink tons of water now, but like eating, yeah, whatever. But we're doing flips and shit in this pool. And it gets to the point where we're sitting at his table outside under his in his lanai, and I'm looking at John, and John's just out of it. And I have a picture of him on my Instagram right before he gets up to go puke. I'll put it up here. It's a good picture. He doesn't look bad at all. He's holding the volleyball, and he's smiling. And I'm like, I took it. And then he gets up, he walks out of his lanai and pukes. And then I'm just so drunk. I might have been the most drunk I've ever been at this point. And I eventually just lean over his chair and puke all over his lanai.
Oh.
Like his brick lanai.
I thought you were going to say lean all over and puke on his lap.
No. Nobody's next to me. So I lean over this way and just puke. And trust me, I felt like shit. I went in, I took a shower, and then I laid on his bed just feeling like, oh my God, the worst ever.
Yeah.
And eventually, I sober up and I drive home. I lived right across the street.
How old were you?
16?
Okay.
16, 17, like around that age.
Yeah.
So I drove home and I had the SAT the next day, the free SAT that they give you, the one free time you can take it. I had it the next day. So I get home and I'm like, fuck, my parents are going to think I'm drunk or hungover or whatever.
Why would they think that?
Because I was still like fucking out of it. Like, I don't think I was drunk. I might have been, which is bad, but I don't know. I get home, I sit down for like a few minutes and I'm like, I need to go to sleep. Like, I got a SAT in the morning and my parents didn't think of anything. So listen, I go to sleep, wake up, and I don't know what time I had to be there, 7 o'clock, 7:30, which was right down the street. I get there and the first thing you have to do is write an essay for the writing portion.
For the SAT?
You have to write an essay for the SAT, baby.
Yeah.
I wrote the first 2-3 sentences of the first like introductory paragraph and then a few sentences and then I went to sleep. And then my proctor, my exam proctor, which I knew at the time, he was a coach. Coach Rodriguez. He was like, I think that's his name. He's like, Nick, what happened, man? I was like, what? He's like, you fell asleep. It's over. I got to take your exam. And I was like, okay. So I gave it to him, and then I took everything else. I did shit, dude. I got a shit score on my SAT that time.
Well, no kidding.
Really bad.
You didn't compete.
Really. I was fucked up, dude.
You didn't participate.
I think I just filled in bubbles as I went, dude. Like just like bubble, just whatever.
Okay, so did you get the essay down?
No. I only did like I said, I only did like four sentences.
Okay,
for the whole
so
thing.
you didn't get the. So what happens after the essay?
Well, you do the writing portion, which is the essay, and then you do a reading portion, and then a math portion, and a science portion.
Right, which is the proctor of the fill in the circles thing, right?
Yeah, you do all like multiple choice after that. Yeah.
Oh my God! So you got 2 sentences in. Sentences. All right, dude. I shouldn't be doing the SAT myself.
No, did you ever take it?
Probably. Yeah.
You don't remember?
No, I don't remember. The
Damn,
test in high
I was gonna
school.
ask you what your score was, dude.
I don't remember. I think everything was average, and then math was slightly above average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I'll give you an idea. So they changed the scoring. So the max score was 2,400 when I was taking it. There's a thing called a 2 score, which was only like reading or writing, or like it was only 2 of the scores, and that was your 2 score was pretty important. But then obviously your total score was more important. I think. I don't really remember. I wasn't really on a college course at that time. Like I wasn't going to college, but my overall score the first time I took it was 1270 out of 2,400.
That's good. That's
no,
50.
It's not. Average is 1,500.
Oh, that's bad.
So, but like I knew why I got so low.
Well, when you're drinking the night before.
I eventually took it again. I paid for some classes and I took it again. My mom wanted me to do it because of college and stuff. I never really planned on going to college, but I did it anyway. And then I eventually got like a 1,600 or something. Like I was a little bit above average total. I didn't do any studying or anything. I just did it just to do it.
You just slept the night before.
I just didn't get wasted and puke and do all that shit. So
there you go.
I got a somewhat okay-ish score for somebody that didn't really try.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. I mean, I have a friend that got almost a perfect score. So which is kind of crazy, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. I got some smart friends. I'm not the smart friend.
Where's that friend at?
Really are. Not here.
Where are they at?
Don't worry about it. He's somewhere, dude. I don't know.
NASA?
You'll meet him. You'll meet him.
NASA.
No.
Is it Frank?
No, Frank's dumb. I'm just joking. Frank, you're smart.
Frank's obviously
Frank's in grad school right now.
That's smart.
He's in grad school.
He's not listening to this podcast. He's not that smart.
He's not listening to the podcast where one of the people got a 1270 on their. He's looking at it. I'm stupid.
Look, no. Have you ever heard of book smart and street smart?
Yeah, I think I'm somewhat street smart and not. I'm okay book smart, but just whatever. I'm stupid, dude. Leave me alone. Oh God, I need a drink.
Do you want to know the during the hurricane got in conversation? You give me one. Will you give me one? Do you want to know the whole reason I brought up the whole keto thing? Because I sharded myself.
So is that
or calling it back?
So is that the text you sent me? Never trust a fart. Because you told me never trust a fart,
yeah,
and I was wondering why that was a random.
The text you never responded to,
an unsolicited text. I didn't ask. We weren't talking about anything fart related. And you
Sunday morning, last Sunday, he gets a text message that says "Never trust a fart," and the boy don't say nothing, dude, for days.
Listen, I thought this was just some funny thing that you had in your mind, and I was like, yeah, of course. Like I've had that before. Like the
send that. Yeah, of course, I've had that before. Whoop.
Whoop. Red immediately because you're waiting for my response.
Come on.
No, I guess you're right. Yeah, I don't know.
Here's what happened.
Sorry.
So because of my ketoness, I went on a date with my now fiance, and we went to the place that only has bread and carbs.
Yeah. Where?
Tibby's.
I remember you saying you were going to Tibby's. I remember that night, yeah.
Tibby's New Orleans restaurant. Tibby's New Orleans restaurant. Bar and grill? No, just restaurant and restaurant. Tibby's is great if you haven't been there.
I've been once, but I only sat at the bar and did not get any food.
The food is great.
I just got a drink. So.
Food's phenomenal. They have a gator cheesecake appetizer that I can't recommend
Gator
enough.
cheesecake?
It's a big block of cream cheese, and they give you a bruschetta style bread, and you scrape with a spoon, and then you put it right on your piece of bread. That's nice and crispy.
Why is it called gator?
Amazing. I don't know.
I thought there was alligator in it. I like alligator.
They have gator bites, actual gator bites.
That's what most people do with alligator when they have it.
Yeah.
Gator bites.
So we decided to go on a date. We've been wanting to go back to Tibby's, which the last time we went to Tibby's was 2, maybe 3 years ago. We go to Tibby's, we get there, and I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, everything has carbs or bread.
Yeah.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's
the night. Yeah. I think I was like maybe 12 or 13 days in for my keto. So I'm like, all right, forget about it. I'm just going to have my bread, have my rice, whatever. Next time we choose a date location, I'll just make sure that it's accommodating to my current diet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I got a crawfish and shrimp gumbo.
Ooh.
Off the chain. Tasted amazing. Yeah.
Sounds good.
It was so good. And then the gator cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
I like a vodka and tonic because they didn't have any ginger beer for the Moscow Mule. Whatever.
Great bar.
If you don't have ginger beer for your Moscow Mule,
for real,
do you have a bar?
Was a Moscow Mule on the?
No.
Oh, what? But you asked for it?
No, but they were making stuff up like the Hurricane, and they mixed 4 different liquors.
Well, the Hurricane's not made up. It's an actual drink.
I'm not going to acknowledge that. I'm not going to acknowledge that.
It's an actual drink.
Well, I was not trying to get that messed up.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to have all that.
Yeah.
So I asked for a Moscow Mule. They don't have it. I went just with a gin and tonic, and they did have it.
You said vodka
tonic, something like that. So the meal is good. The appetizer is good. Everything's good. I go home. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I think I just basically had one drink at the place.
Uh-huh.
The next morning, your body is then burning all of the carbs that it intaked at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling good. I'm keeping my sodiums I'm keeping my sodiums up. I'm keeping my sodiums high. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oop, I guess I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm making my way to the bathroom.
Yes.
And I go,
you got a fart?
Here's a fart.
Never trust a fart, man.
Never trust a fart. It goes, hey, I'm a fart. Nope, just kidding. I'm in your pants.
Really? Oh, God.
I'm in your pants.
Damn.
I didn't even make it to the toilet. I prefer to do my
shower.
Number 2. I go downstairs because there's a squatty potty down there.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, so were you on the staircase?
I was on the second floor. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, sharted a little bit, and went right in the bathroom next door. And then and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a little bit of my $95 pairs of sacks.
Oh no.
Oh, these are so expensive.
That's why I haven't bought them, dude. I shart too much.
I've already thrown a pair away because I happened to have been sick with almost coronavirus.
Oh my God.
Maybe pre-coronavirus.
Pre-COVID.
It was February 2020.
Okay.
And I happened to have ruined a pair, so I threw them away. This time, I'm like, I'm not throwing this pair away. There's no
I'm washing this
way I'm throwing this pair away. So I soak them, do my thing. I'm in the bathroom upstairs, doing my biz without the squatty potty.
Uh-huh.
That's very unlike me.
Yeah.
It's very unlike Jake. And Maggie comes home. She's like, hello, good to see you, whatever. That night, I decided to tell her what happened.
Uh-huh.
And she goes, I thought it was weird. You taking a shit upstairs.
It's so unorthodox for you to be up there.
Yeah, it's very unlike you to take your shit upstairs. I thought something was wrong.
Oh, wow.
She knew.
Makes sense, dude.
Yeah, I told her, I'm like, hey, all the bread, all the rice from the night before, I pooped myself. Just a little bit. That's a teaspoon.
So how are the underwear? How they doing?
They came out great.
They came out good?
Yeah, they came out great.
That's like the story of, wait, did I ever tell the story about my shoe?
I mean, I've heard it, but it's so good.
Yeah, but did I ever tell it on here?
No, but it's so good.
That reminds me.
You told me. You told Steven.
I've told everyone, yeah, but not you guys.
Listen up, guys.
And by you guys, I mean Christy, my dad.
Listen up, guys.
So yeah, you might think it's funny that Jake, charted, but yeah, everyone charts at some point, you know?
Yeah.
I've charted multiple times in my life. Not any time recently, but it's definitely happened. I'm sure it'll happen again. But
yeah, the second you think your butthole is real strong
safe. Yeah.
is the day it lets you down.
Yep. You're like, you know what? This is a fart. And if it isn't, I'll pucker up.
It gets looser every day. And then the second it lets you down, it goes right back up to 100%.
Oh, it'll happen. I guarantee you it'll happen to me again.
I love the shoe story, though.
But the shoe story, quick and simple. I'll try to make it. Some friends were in town.
No, dude, I want details.
No, I'll give you the details
I want details.
The important details. But some friends were in town, went out to Ybor, which is a historical district in Tampa. It's a lot of bars, a lot of clubs. We went to a few bars for one night. The first night, which is when it happened. So I'm drinking gin and sodas this whole night, which is what I usually drink when I'm drinking liquor. And they do creep up on me because they're really easy to drink, but I'm chugging water too. So I'm pretty fucked up, but I'm very hydrated because I like to be hydrated. I like to not feel like shit the next day. But apparently I didn't really get like how much water I was drinking. We're on our way home in the Uber, which I don't remember at all, the Uber, which is like a 25-minute Uber.
If you've ever Ubered home from Ybor, you don't remember that, hopefully.
Nope, and I don't.
Nothing.
I don't at all. Apparently I was talking about some other important shit, but I don't know. We get home, my friend Nick, which is my name, but he goes into our guest room, goes to sleep. Michaela and I go into our bedroom, and I'm eating Cheez-Its in bed, watching like Family Guy or something. I'm just shoving them in my mouth. I'm like, yeah, I need some food. I'm hungry.
Lois.
She's passed. Beta. And I'm engulfing these Cheez-Its, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I throw the boxes on the floor. What?
Yeah. Sorry. Dude, I want to interrupt so bad.
Go ahead.
Because it's a very small detail that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah,
what kind of Cheez-Its were you eating?
I'm a big fan of the extra large ones. So I think they were extra large and then the extra toasty ones, like both of those.
2 different boxes?
I had 2 boxes with me because they were probably low. They were both low. So
you're an extra man.
I'm an extra toasty, extra large, extra Cheez-It, man.
Extra.
I love Cheez-Its.
Read all about it.
Extra. I'll give you in a second what I was doing extra.
You're chewing down.
I'm just chowing down. I brushed my teeth before I was eating the Cheez-Its. Not that it matters now, but like I'm just chowing down on the Cheez-Its. I'm like, you know what? It's 2:30 in the morning or whatever. I'm fucking tired. I'm going to sleep and I'm drunk. So I throw these on the floor and I go to sleep. Wake up the next day. Everything's fine. It's like 10 o'clock or something. I go to our bathroom connected to our bedroom, take a shit. I'm sitting down. I'm on my phone and I look to the left and my 2 slide-on Vans are there. My slip-ons. They're gray. One's super dark and one's normal color. And I'm like, oh, one's wet. And I'm like, fuck, I probably stepped in a puddle in Ybor or some shit, or like when I got out because
it's wet down there. The draining is not great.
So much water gets pulled up in Ybor and all this shit. Like there's so many puddles. And we live in Florida, so obviously it's all around. That's what I was assuming. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I'm still sitting there, and my girlfriend, now fiance, knocks on the door and she's like, hey, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm good. Like tired a little bit. I don't think I'm too hungover. And she's like, do you remember last night? And I was like, no. Like, not that much. Like, I mean, I remember eating Cheez-Its and all this shit, like, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, why are my shoes wet? And she looks at me and she's like, you want to know? And I was like, hey, but duh, like, a fucking course. And she's like, last night, we get home, I go to sleep, you go to sleep, and then at 4:30 in the morning, I wake up, and you're standing on the side of the bed, peeing into your shoe. And I'm like, no, like, you're fucking joking. And she's like, no, I asked you what you're doing, and I saw you holding,
what are you doing?
Your dick and peeing in your shoe. And she's like, babe, are you okay? And all I said was, don't worry, my friends will pay for it. Because my friends have been paying for my drinks that whole night.
Why were they paying for all your drinks?
My friend Nick paid for some of my drinks. He's a good guy. Whatever. He's a good guy. But I was peeing into my slip-on Vans, and so I went over, like, my shoes were obviously in the bathroom. My girlfriend moved them, thank God. She's the best. So they didn't sit on the carpet. But then I went over to the carpet to check how wet it was. Barely wet. So my aim was fucking precise when I'm just out of it, dude.
Yeah.
I must have peed so much, but right into the shoe. The shoe sucked up all of it. Plus, like, I was so drunk and hydrated, like, it wasn't nasty pee, you know? It's
Yeah.
pee either way, but like it was very hydrated pee. I washed those shoes, dried them out for a day and a half or 2 days out on the balcony, wore them out to Ybor 3 days later.
Dude, I mean, you ever been in that situation where you're peeing? Great story, by the way. I think what was happening is while you're peeing, you're like, I now miss the toilet. I can miss it. I can miss it. And you're just like,
But I'm just peeing into a shoe.
look how good my aim is, dude.
Dude, how dumb, or no, how out of it, dude, did I have to be to think that I got up from my bed and just started peeing? I didn't even walk around to go to the bathroom. I just got up, peed. I didn't move. I just stood up, started peeing. Right next to our fan, right next to...
You were possessed.
By the urinary gods, dude.
No, by an African man.
Just...
That's what they do. They're like,
Oh my God, dude.
Someone that lives in a city with no walls and houses and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Life
It was fucked up, but hey, it's a funny story.
Life would be easier that way. It really would.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I could just do that every night. I should put a bucket next to my, not to puke, but like to pee in, you know?
You really should. So for your
not a
bachelor
bad
party.
idea.
So
I should
Nick,
bring a bucket.
for your bachelor party, make sure you've got a bucket right by your bed.
Not to throw up, but just in case you pee in bed.
Not
Or
to throw
wanna
up.
pee in bed.
Yeah. That way you pee right into the bucket. Put your shoes inside the bucket. Yeah,
And then pee on the shoes.
Pee on the shoes.
So you just soak all night.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
But now you have a bidet, so
Yeah, but what does that have to do with peeing?
do you spray your dong?
No!
You spray your dong with a bidet? You just
Yeah,
like
I
reach it back there?
I straddle the toilet after I've peed.
Hands on the ground.
No.
No.
I do not do that.
Yeah. I've used this bidet.
It's good. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
Is it not nice?
A few Fahrenheit's too cold.
No, the cold water feels better anyway, dude. Because you got hot shit coming out of your ass.
It is hot as shit.
That's what I'm saying. I got burning shit coming out of me. I want to cool off.
Wait, do you think that... I'm sorry.
What?
Do you think that when the number 2 comes out, it is the core temperature of a human, like 97.9?
So you want to know why sometimes
98.9?
like diarrhea burns? It's not really because of the heat.
Yeah, it's the content.
It's the chemical kind of, it's burning like the lining of your kind of lower intestine right there, your rectum. Yeah, your anus. It's like burning, the mucous membrane a little bit, and that's why it burns. I've looked it up because I've had some issues over my life, and I'm like, is my shit just like 180 degrees coming out of my ass?
Yeah?
No, it's not. It's the chemicals.
Well, what do you Google to get those kind of
why
answers?
does my diarrhea burn? Or why does my shit burn?
Why did my booty burn?
And you find out that it's not really the temperature. It's
right.
the kind of like, the compound of your poop and stuff.
Oh, man. You didn't need Google for that. You could have called your old friend Jake, dude. I could have told you that.
You knew that?
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I didn't know that it wasn't the temperature, because guess what? It burns.
Think about a bottle of hot sauce.
Yes.
Do you leave it in your fridge?
No.
I do.
Why?
Think about a bottle of hot sauce.
Why?
It's delicious.
Well, actually, it also makes it last longer, but
it makes it last longer, giggity. So if you pull your hot sauce out of the fridge, it's at 34 degrees. But if it gets on your lips, it feels like it's 100. So
might be the best explanation I've ever heard.
Therefore, if you're...
So what is my diarrhea habanero sauce coming out of my ass?
It might as well be.
That's what I'm saying.
Might as well be.
Could I make hot sauce out of my liquid shit?
Stop.
Hey.
Stop right there.
Could I make hot sauce out of my liquid shit?
Stop right there.
You just compared it to your
but
refrigerated
I didn't
hot sauce.
ask you to make a company.
Yeah, but could it work?
I didn't ask you to make a brand.
Could it work?
I didn't ask you to make a flavor topping, Nick.
Could it work? It's called... What should it be called?
It's called A Terrible Idea.
All right.
I never asked you.
It's axed. It's axed.
It's not even up here with Cholula.
Don't worry. With Cholula?
It's worse than Sriracha.
Do you like Cholula?
Yeah.
Cholula's good.
Yeah, Sriracha's bad.
Sriracha's not bad. It's just not... It's not my favorite, but it's not bad.
So, Yeah. No, I mean, I think when it comes out, I think it's like human temperature, whatever that reading you get, 97.8.
Yeah,
whatever.
something like that. But it's obviously the chemical construct of it that burns whatever kind of lining you have, which is like not good.
Hopefully we weren't too descriptive enough so that you turn off the episode. If you're still with us, thank you.
And if you're still with us, the bidet helps with the chemical burn. You just sit there, especially when it's cold water. I know he said it's a little bit too cold, but not for me. I'm just and I sit there for about four minutes with the water on.
Do you think it's colder than your coldest shower setting?
No, I don't think so. It's pulling water from well, I guess it's pulling water from the same water that goes into the toilet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's pulling water from the tank, the back tank, or just from the pipe. It's just from the pipe.
It's before the back tank.
Yeah. So
the upper deck.
I don't know if it's colder.
Think about it. There's a water heater. There isn't a water cooler.
Yeah, so it's just ambient cool.
Just cold as your pipes are.
Yeah.
In the winter, it's cold.
I guess
dude.
In the
your
winter?
bidet in the winter? Good
Dude,
luck.
imagine a bidet up in like a freezing temperature. It just doesn't. It's like ice. Oh, it's like ice crystals coming out.
It's a banot. It just.
A banot.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, but what if you turned it on and it wasn't quite fully frozen yet? It's like semi-frozen, so it's like little thin, semi-frozen ice crystals that are just like cutting up your cheeks and your anus, dude. Oh.
Yeah, like when you leave a Heineken in the freezer for a little bit too long, and it's frothy.
Which is good, obviously for beer, but not for
your butt.
Not for your butt, dude.
No.
Oh God.
Oh jeez. Sorry, we went there.
I guess the good thing there is if it's fully frozen and it just doesn't work.
We've been talking about butts too long.
Hey, you're the one who brought up the bidet. Bidet.
Bidet. No,
bidet.
It's cool.
It is nice. It is nice. I
cool.
enjoy it a lot. Yeah, saves a lot of money on disposable wipes and even toilet paper. Obviously, it saves a lot of money and it's more clean. It's so much more clean.
Oops.
It was good, dude. You didn't move your mouth at all.
You can't see my mouth.
Well, you didn't do this.
Can you see my mouth?
No, I can't.
No.
Can see it here.
So what am I saying?
I can hear you.
I'm not a mime after all.
Can you see my mouth? No.
So I'm actually kind of surprised you haven't said, all right, listen, this whole podcast.
Do I usually say that?
That's kind of a big thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you coming at me right now?
No, you often go, all right, listen. That might be the last 15 minutes of the podcast usually, but you're usually going, all right, listen.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, listen.
Maybe you have, and I was not listening.
No. Is that really a thing I say? Like that kind of
phrase? Why is it in my notes?
Wait, it's in your notes? What does it say?
It says, word for word, every time Nick says, listen, take a drink.
Okay, so it's probably not all right, listen. It's probably just the word listen. I guarantee you I say that a lot. Yeah. Like,
why would it just be listen?
Because, well, I'm sure all right might be associated with it most of the time, but it's more of the whole listen. Like I'm trying to get you engaged. I'm like, all right, listen. Hey, listen. No. I mean, yeah. But
put that in.
I can't do that. I'll put it in. Yeah.
Put that in, ready?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
So cute.
You kind of sound like it. Yeah.
So cute.
You got it. Yeah.
I sound like a little fairy. What is that?
A fairy?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think it's a fairy.
Did we ever find out what it was?
No, I don't know. Because I never played the game.
You never did?
No.
I did, but it was a long time ago, so I don't remember. But
my friend had it as his text ringtone, and I just thought it was adorable. But then I found out what it was after I had heard it 100 times.
Oh, I've heard that story. You've said that before.
No.
Hey. Yes, you have.
Never have.
Yes, you have.
Nope.
I literally, this is not deja vu. This
First
is
time.
legitimate fact that I've heard that before. You say that your friend had that as a ringtone. Because I was like, imagine hearing that as a ringtone all the time.
That's your brain filling that in.
Hey, listen.
That's your brain filling that in.
No. I guarantee you it's on a podcast. I'm
No.
just joking. It's not on a podcast.
No, that's your brain.
My brain is not that good at filling in anything.
Yeah, your SAT scores were off the chart. Your brain
weren't
is
off the
filling
chart.
it in.
They were off the chart in the bad way, dude.
Off the
Not a
chart
good
as in
way.
like they went, they didn't make the chart.
It's like, this is average. And it was just like, that's it. It was a big arc. Just a.
I was just worried about graduating.
I wasn't.
This song sucks, dude. Hey, are you about to have
Doesn't
sex?
suck.
This song sounds like that.
What the fuck? This is elevator music.
For those of you that have no idea what we're talking about, we listen to a little bit of lo-fi beats in the background.
While we're talking, yeah.
While we're talking.
Works out nice.
It's more entertaining for us than it is for you.
Yeah, because I don't want to just hear his voice and then the silence.
It's
it makes it more casual, or like more easy to be casual when you're talking, obviously.
right.
It's not just silence and voices, so.
Like this.
Yep.
You hear that? That's some nice silence right there.
We'll do an ASMR podcast one day.
I found an ASMR Instagram channel
Mm-hmm.
that I think is total bullshit.
What do you mean?
They get really cool video where they zoom in really close to something that's doing something.
Yeah.
I think the audio part of it is just things pulled from other noises. For instance.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
For instance.
Yeah.
They'll get wire cutters
Mm-hmm.
and they'll get a nail.
Yeah.
And they'll take the nail and they'll put it on one of those things that just clamps it down.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Like it starts outside, like a normal shot,
And it goes,
and then it zooms in super close, and then
Yeah.
it's like, and it
sh-
crunches it, and it
Yeah.
makes the noise, and
Yeah.
you think you're hearing that. So, yeah, part of me is like,
Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me talk. You're exactly
hey,
right.
listen.
No, listen. Listen, we zoom into this object that's getting cut.
Yeah.
That is a tree. The noise is a tree getting cut or falling, dude. No way this
Yeah.
metal or this tin sounds
like
like
that.
wood.
Yeah, but how do we know when we don't have like some really good mic super close to what's happening?
Because the metal would be tinny. It would be really high.
That's what I would think,
Yeah.
but you don't actually know.
I
You're
don't
just
actually know.
assuming.
I'm just BSing, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't doubt that for a second. I feel like they could spend all the time and money, obviously, on the video portion, which is the most important, the slow-mo, the super close-up, and then they could just create the sound, obviously, in post in some sort of situation and then just add it in. Because that is the easiest part.
Yeah.
Or that'd be the easiest way to do it, honestly. I feel like that could be true. 100%.
Yeah, my conspiracy mind thinks, okay, they're making up the audio part of it, but the video is all really cool. So I'll just turn the noise down, the audio down, because I think it's garbage.
Mm-hmm. But the video is dope. Yeah, the video is awesome.
I've seen a few different clips. I can't remember the handle on the Instagram, but I've seen a few different clips where the material is different because the video is different of whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
but the audio is similar. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah. I feel like the ones that I've watched do sound very similar, despite what they're crunching or cutting or anything.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I mean, I guess it could just be post-production sound, engineering, which I feel like is still cool. Doesn't really matter, but maybe they don't disclose it. They kind of just make it seem like it's the real sound, the organic sound, which I guess is misleading in a way. But
misleading.
If they said sound engineered post or whatever.
No, but it says ASMR. ASMR is audio,
it's
right?
all audio. Yeah, no, it's all audio based. Yeah.
Lying to me. All right, speaking of post-production, let's put a few examples up here.
Of that?
Of different video examples and then similar audio examples.
Of ASMR? Yeah, here we go.
And the reason I imagine this is because you ever seen those adjustment videos where the chiropractor is like, okay, and they crack the people in their necks and whatever? That is the same noise for every video you hear.
It is kind of similar. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's like,
absolutely.
It's almost stock.
Yeah. No, in a way, you could probably look it up on some sort of stock website, that sound, and just input that in a way, and even just adjust some levels to make it sound somewhat different.
Doesn't even sound like it's the same room.
It is weird. That makes sense. I can picture those videos in my head because they're really cool looking. They're awesome. But the sound was, I guess, like, I did look at it in a surreal way. I was like, this doesn't seem like it is real.
You knew, dude. Your brain knew.
I'm like, everything is awesome. The sound is awesome. The video is awesome, but it's like the sound and the video don't really look like they match at all. So it is.
And that's just true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just true because I've been adjusted many times, and you don't always have the same amount of mobility in your adjustment because I usually do cervical spine. You don't always have the same amount of mobility in your neck, so sometimes you don't get as much release. But this is always like the cream of the crop release in all of your adjustments. It goes, full 52 length key of piano kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll report that shit. I'll report it. I'll be like, this is spam. This is not correct. This is misleading.
Oh,
Whoop,
God.
send to Snapchat.
Damn.
I don't have anything else to do. I don't have anything else to do.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
We should start that exact same concept, but with real sound.
Yeah.
Because we're not stealing their concept if we just do the real thing.
Authentic.
Which means it would be much less interesting, but because it's not going to be nearly as good sound, but we're going to be outing them. And then we're more popular because we're outing them for the fakes that they are, dude.
Thumbs down every single ad on YouTube.
Yep. Exactly. But thumbs up us.
Thumbs up us right there.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be on the left side, so you point down. You point down.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, you point down. Is your laptop in the way?
It's going to be. No, they can see me.
All right, yeah, thumbs up.
No, it's usually over there. Well, it's usually in the middle of the video.
On the mobile, it's on the left side.
Is it?
Yeah.
So if you're on mobile here, if you're on a PC or a desktop, in the middle. It's going to be the thumbs up in the middle.
In the middle?
Do it. Thanks. But yeah.
I was going with that, but yeah.
with your foot?
Yeah. All right. So our last podcast, I was pretty messed up for.
Were you?
I don't remember
11?
anything we talked about.
What was 11 about? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember anything?
We talk about Graeme Barrett on this podcast so much.
Yeah, dude.
We just bring up his name like, oh, hey, we're going to bring Graeme on. We really do.
Yeah, we've spoken about him a lot, yeah. One day. Hey, Graeme.
Hey, Graeme.
Come on.
Yeah, dude, follow us on the Gram.
That was good.
Thanks.
That was good.
You think that's his real name? Graeme Barrett? Could be.
Doesn't he spell it? How does he spell it? Graem?
M-E. Graeme.
I don't know if that's his real name. But if it is, I think it's a pretty cool name.
It's a good name.
But it could be his, stage/comedy name.
Performer name.
But then again, I don't know. It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have you been following his Instagram and his feed and stuff?
Yeah. No, I follow him. I see all his posts, and I'm like, has Jake you good? You good?
Yeah, I'm great.
It's still dripping.
What's up?
I was gonna say, I still I every post I see, I'm like, has Jake watched this yet? Or if he has, he's gonna like it. And every time I see it, it's like, if he hasn't liked it yet, I'm like, shit, maybe he doesn't think it's funny. And I'm like, it's been 24 hours or something. I'm like, shit, maybe he doesn't think it's that funny.
Dude, I'm his biggest fan, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
No, I don't like every one of his posts because I don't think every one of his posts is the best, but because I want to hold him to a high standard.
Okay.
But dude, when he makes me laugh out loud, I will so like his posts. Like the one where he's got the karaoke machines.
Mm-hmm.
If you're selling karaoke machines, you're either with me or you're against me. I would choose wisely.
His comedy, dude, the sketches, they're so short. Like on Instagram. They're so good though. It's like
they're like 20 seconds long at the most.
I feel like even short, yeah, like most of the time they're shorter, 10 to 12 or even shorter than that, where it's just like a sentence or two and he's just gone. And I'm like, this is so good. They're bite-sized videos. People don't have to sit there for long.
I want it.
And they're so funny, dude.
I want more. But that's what the YouTube stuff is for, I guess. Like the Iron Man audition.
Yeah, see, that few minutes long was perfect, dude.
Did that ever go up on the...
No, see, that was the episode I think I couldn't really edit. That was the big issue. Actually, was
episode 6?
It must have been, yeah.
Episode 6?
That must have been the big issue, yeah.
So we had an episode where we had some video struggles because we stopped the audio and then we kept the video rolling, so the video and audio got out of sync, but we had an audio, video, audio, video. Take over for me, quick.
There was just an issue where I kept the video going, and he paused the audio.
I don't know.
He paused the audio when we got up to eat dinner.
Oh no, because the girls needed help down at the car with some food.
Yeah, but we had never stopped it in the past. We've kept everything rolling because it's easier that way. But you paused it for some reason, and then he came back and started it. And since there was such a huge gap, when I go to make the multicam clip in Final Cut, it doesn't know how to sync that big gap, so it didn't work out. So, and I'm a fucking amateur in Final Cut, so I don't really know how to fix that. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
So we lost this really cool episode where we go into talking about Graeme.
Well, we didn't lose it. We lost the video portion. Like, you can still listen to it, but
okay.
You can't watch it. Yeah, no, we still have the audio, of course, but
nice.
We don't have the. Well, you have the audio. Like, we've uploaded it. I'm pretty sure. You can listen to it. It's episode 6.
Why can't you flip the camera around on an iPhone?
What do you mean?
Like
while you're recording?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I feel like I should be able to.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. So that was the episode where we go into some of the YouTube stuff.
Yeah. So if you want to listen to it, at least it's episode 6.
Go on to Spotify.
Should be on Spotify,
Yeah.
and then maybe one day you'll be able to watch a portion of it. Maybe I'll upload a small portion if I can get it, but it might be lost. So we'll see.
Lost in the.
Same with episode 9, which is the next one I need to upload. That shit, for some reason.
No.
What?
No.
No, I'm saying for some reason. Like right now, I've recorded 3 clips. We're on the 3rd clip. We've recorded for a little bit over an hour now. For some reason, episode 9 has like 70 clips. Not 70. It's like 9 or 10 for this camera, the A camera. And some of them are like a minute and a half, and some of them are like 5 minutes. It just, I don't know why I did it. So it's making it difficult to sync up and edit. So. I'm hoping I can make a decision, but if not, I'm going to move on to 10 because Christy was in 10 and it's a good episode, and I want to get them posted. So
I enjoyed Christy's episode.
So did I. It was good.
I told her she has a really good voice for audio stuff.
She does.
Yeah, she really does.
She's also a very good speaker. Like,
yeah.
Not being a native English speaker, like, because she was Spanish, like, first, right? That's what she learned first.
Yeah.
So, not being a native, English-born speaker, she does really well, or she did really well on the podcast. Like, not that I really thought, but I thought she might stumble a little bit more like she does when she's talking a lot. But she did great. She did awesome.
She did really well.
Sometimes better than us. You had to move your mic out of your face because you don't know how to speak English. What are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing some stuff on the Instagram.
On the Instagram?
Yeah. So I'm ready to make an Instagram, start making more branding stuff.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah. We need an Instagram to put clips on, just clips of anything. Just to get people to follow it and engage a little bit more because, I don't know, we need something. We need something to spread this around, right?
I'm posting it right now on YouTube and Spotify. Yeah, send.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that she wants to do her own podcast based off of
Disney. Yeah, which I think she'd be great at.
Disney creates the content, and then you just kind of explore the content.
Oh yeah, I think she would do amazing. I want to get in it because I want to be a part of that company when it takes off.
In what?
Listen, I feel like if she did it, her personality, I think, is better than mine. And better than yours. And better than yours.
No, the first part's true.
Oh, not better than yours?
No, I mean, it's definitely better than yours.
But not better than yours?
I don't know. It's a good competition, but what were you saying? It's definitely better than yours, though. Where were you going with that?
So, what I was saying was it's better than mine and Jake's.
True.
So,
no, the first part's true.
No, it's true, yeah.
She's got a good personality, but I don't know if her personality is better than mine.
What I'm saying here is if she did a podcast about this Disney thing she wants to do, and I helped produce it, and you were not part of it at all, then like it could take off And, it could be very successful and lucrative.
Right. Imagine how much
and-
further it would go if I was a part of it, though. Oh, and I mean,
What would you bring? What would you bring in?
well, I would definitely bring in most of the audio because that's a big part
I have
of it.
a interface. I have enough for one microphone. That's all she needs. I have the cameras. I have everything.
You guys going to share or?
I'm not going to be part of the podcast. I'm just producing it.
Back and forth.
I'm producing it. I'm not in it. I'm just
Okay.
producing it.
Got you.
So what do we need you for?
Some input.
That's
Right, because when we brought her on, she told us to watch a few movies. I watched those movies.
we don't need you for that. She watched all the movies.
Right, but
It's
then,
all her.
But then at that point, when she's talking about the movie specifically, you're
Yes.
staring at her. You're going,
I'm not part of it. She's all doing it on her own.
right. But then
So-
imagine having she's doing it on her own, split up, so that I actually watch the movie and I have actual notes on.
If
on
she wants
great
me to watch
things.
it, I will watch it, and then obviously I'll be there to do that. So
She did though.
We
She
don't-
wanted you to watch Inside Out. And you didn't watch it.
she never said that.
Well, I think she did.
I don't
I
think-
can't recall it right now, but I mean, I think I remember asking her, okay, what episode? What do you want me to watch? What do
You asked her that. She didn't ask us that.
She told us that she wanted to kind of dive into some Disney writing. Like,
Yeah,
dude, you could dive
deep, very deep.
deep into some Disney. Okay,
Yes, you can,
You
yeah.
can dive deep into some Disney.
And I was proud that you watched the movie.
yeah.
I don't think it added anything to the episode. But
No, because nothing added anything to that episode at all Disney related. No,
But,
I
yeah.
think we bantered back and forth.
yeah, we did.
But had you actually done your homework and like watched the episode,
Oh,
it
yeah?
might have been more Disney related. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're. Well, no. But so yeah, so Christy could benefit from me being part of it to produce it and stuff, and then you could just not. You could watch it when we post it and listen. But
I mean, why would I watch it if I'm in it? You know?
but you're not.
What? Oh, dude, come on, dude. It's good reverb.
It was good.
It's good reverb.
I don't think Chrissy wants you in it.
I don't think she wants either of us in it.
I don't think she does either in any capacity.
I don't think she wants either of us in it because we would just be like the whole time. Like, I used to play this stupid baseball game.
Oh.
Cool game, but a stupid baseball game where you would kind of choose your players.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember for the life of me, but you would go up the bat, and
Uh-huh.
whoever's hand was on the
Oh
top
yeah,
of
I know,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, so you were the.
I know that. That's what it is.
That's us on the
Well,
podcast.
see, like I don't even want to be in her podcast. I would just love to be part of the production of it. And same thing with you. I'm sure you'd love to be part of that as well, audio or anything. Like I'd love to just help her make it as high quality and good as possible. I don't want to be part of it, like in it, unless she would want that. But I think she would be fine by herself. Obviously,
so
she could-
many words.
me or her.
You.
Me?
So many words to describe it. I
Yeah.
don't want to be in it, on it, around it, near it, but I want to be behind
No,
it.
I don't want to be in the podcast like I'm in this one, but I want to be part of the production. That's it. Or I'd like to be part of the production. That's it.
And another word.
No, I just reiterated
Yeah.
or whatever. Not reiterated, but fixed what I meant to say.
Fixed
I'd
it.
like to be part of it if she would want me to be part of it.
I mean, there's a lot to the content, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot more to it than I even thought, before we started this. So, there's a lot of work,
Yeah.
a lot of setup, a lot of, it looks clean.
Oh.
Looks clean here, but it doesn't look clean there. You can see from there. We didn't even mention this view over here.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted like a different angle, so I had you throw that there, and it looks good. So
Yeah. No, it looks good. You get all this bullshit kind of, you see what it looks like. This is a little bit cleaner. You don't see any cords here, aside from the cords from the mics and stuff. But, this you can kind of see everything, which all the cans, the camera, maybe some of the wagon. I don't think you can see that, but yeah.
So hopefully next time we're in the library, just
Yeah.
to change things up, even if it's not the main location. I mean, at least with this, we don't have a curfew
Yeah.
necessarily.
No, this is good. This goes till 11, I think. 10 or 11, which is good. Either way, 10 or 11's
Yeah.
late enough. So even if we don't do the library, we might be in here most of the time, I'd feel like. Because we have a lot of variety here. We can
Yeah.
move around. We can do anything. I mean, we could do a podcast where we're standing up playing pool.
Maybe.
And we just have our mics in corners where when we're playing pool, one person's talking, taking a turn.
Booyah!
Hey, dude.
I'm actually terrible at pool.
I used to be good. My dad taught me, but I just haven't played
Right.
at all in a long time. I'm not bad at all, but just not great.
You're probably just better than me. Just
If you haven't
better
played
than
much,
me.
then I'm sure I'm a little bit better, but it'd be fun to play it anyway,
Yeah.
We play shuffleboard. We do anything. We have a lot of space in here, which is nice. There's a ton of room this way that you guys can't see, which is we're in like this 30 percentile over here. So
Exactly. 30%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think shuffleboard is kind of obscure enough to where no one's really great at it.
yeah, no, it's like I've played it at bars and Ebor and stuff, and there was portions where I was like, shit, I've hit a couple good throws, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but then it's just terrible after that. And I'm like, well, it's kind of all luck.
Right.
Or how much sand or whatever gravel is underneath my puck.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I got to throw more so it goes farther.
What you got to do is you got to get a card, like a debit card or a business card. You got to scoop it up on the side and then just spread it amongst the board.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
I didn't know that. I haven't played much shuffleboard, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I've played it a few places where I was scooping it with my hand, and then I found a tactic to get
Yeah.
the sand off of the outsides of the
Okay.
probably the pit.
Back on the board. Yeah, yeah.
I'd probably call it the pit.
The pit?
Yeah,
I would call it the pit.
I'd call it the pit, and just scoop it up and just
the perimeter pit.
sprinkle it.
Yeah.
The moat.
The moat.
Yeah.
That's better. I mean, not better, but a better explanation.
The sandy moat.
It's around the entire the board, so yeah.
I thought I'd have a
good.
moat when I had a big house.
You would want a moat?
Yeah.
Why?
For the-
With a drawbridge?
Dude, for the drawbridge to come down. And that
Just
way,
to have a drawbridge?
and there's alligators living in the moat.
There's alligators.
In the lava moat? Yeah.
Crocodiles and alligators just that's what they sound like, dude.
They sound so loud, they're just
How do they sound?
and when they're ready to fuck, they go
Is that what they sound like?
yeah. You ever seen it
What
vibrate?
the fuck?
Oh.
No, I don't know, dude.
You gotta follow Gator Boy Chris over on
Oh,
Instagram.
God. Wait, is this the dude that you told me about that lives with his alligators and like swims with them and shit? And
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
You gotta
dude.
follow Gator Boy Chris. He shows how that's like their mating call. They'll pull their head and their tail up out of the water, and then they'll vibrate, and the water gets a vibration through it, which looks cool, but
Yeah.
they'll go and I sound
Jesus
ridiculous. But
Hey, if you sound like them, that's accurate, dude.
like 12 female gators ready to fuck. It's something like that.
That's good.
They just hit a low frequency through the air, and then here come the ladies. They're lining up,
Just
and they're really considerate too. They line up.
ladies?
Yeah, the female gators, they line up.
they're not fighting
No,
to
they're
get the first dick, the first cloaca.
cloaca. What?
Cloaca's like that. Fuck. I gotta look it up so I don't sound stupid. What's the cloacas? Don't talk shit yet, dude. Go ahead, talk.
Never heard that word in my life. So, cloaca and clitoris are of equivalence of my knowledge. Man's best friend.
So I gotta read this because I can't read it from here because I'm blind as fuck.
All
But
right. Read it out loud.
a common cavity at the end of the digestive tract for the release of both
Both with an L, both
excretory and genital products in invertebrates.
You had me at genital.
So it's the cloaca is used for reproduction in some vertebrates. So
Awesome.
yeah. So that's what I meant. It was a joke that I didn't really know the context of when I said it, but it still makes sense. So I'm good.
So it's the male or the female reproductive organ. You had me at, and I forgot. Yeah, but they sound like that. They
Okay,
go,
never mind. Let's just skip this over. It's fine. We're done.
No, tell me about the cloacal.
No, cloacal? No. It's fine.
Tell me about the
done.
cankles, dude.
No, the cank. No, we're done. We're good.
Tell me about the cankles.
So we've been recording for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So My SD card might run out soon.
Oh, I want to get going.
We could be no. We can, but I also have to use the bathroom. So
same, yeah.
And our bathroom is a trek. It is a trek away.
That's a 5-minute walk.
There and back.
Yeah,
that's a long walk.
That's crazy. And we got all this priceless gear.
Priceless
gear. So I guess that's a good spot to.
Yeah, we can end. I mean, we're doing good.
Dude, we can finish. Dude.
We can finish.
Turn up the volume.
We can finish.
What was it?
Can you do something?
Okay.
There you go. Woo!
Hey, you've been listening to episode 12 of Not a Problem Podcast. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your motherfucking friends.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time. Give us a follow, Graeme Barrett.
Woo!